the night of the day Jessie was born, David's parents came to meet Jessie, and my girlfriend Grace came and met Jessie, and a few other sweet people came to meet a little prince too. That night I remember feeling really tired because it was a long, eventful day. I didn't get much sleep that fortnight in the hospital either because nurses came to check upon me and Jessie and gave me medication like every 2 hours through the night. So yeah, I didn't really sleep. They had me stand up for the fourth time around 3 a.m. That was rough. Standing for the fourth time after a C-section is no joke. But I did it. Yes, I did it. For a few minutes, I took 2 steps. It was super painful. The hospital kept me for 4 nights and 5 days. And it was a bit hard to stay at the hospital because he did come early. Everything that was planned out didn't happen. My mom was supposed to be there and staying with me in the hospital. David was supposed to be there and staying with me in the hospital. David took a whole week off, and the week of the scheduled C-section date to be with me. His work wouldn't let him switch the days off. He was able to get 1 day off, but I didn't have to spend 2 nights in the hospital alone. The nurses did a great job helping me while I was alone. David tried to stop by as much as he could during his work breaks. I had a few friends and even some of the family members come and visit me and Jessie in the hospital. David's parents came that much as they could. I ended up really grateful that these sweet people did visit me when they could. After 24 hours from the C-section and when the nurses had me get up and go to the bathroom on my own for the fourth time. That was a bit scary because I was using my walker, slowly making it to the bathroom while the nurse was by me. When I got to the bathroom, I felt like I was going to pass out, and it was honestly a really scary feeling. The nurse had to hit the emergency button in the bathroom so they could get me back into bed before I fell or passed out. All these nurses came rushing in my room to get me. The second night I was in the hospital, David couldn't stay with me. Throughout that night, nurses had to help me with Jesse a bit, mostly because I was still trying to recover from having a major surgery. C-sections are no joke. So it was hard for me to get out of bed, but nurses would help me bring my baby to me so I could feed him. And the next day a social worker came to visit me in my room. She began telling me about different programs and asking me questions. At first, I thought the hospital was offering different resources and help where I can get support or where I can get a bit of extra help if I want to need it. But then the social worker began visiting me every day and got a little strange. My doctor, this is the same doctor that I had to fight to get a C-section. It was she was trying to scare me away from a C-section and pushing me more into the vacuum assisted delivery. I didn't want the vacuum assisted birth because of the risks that were put on my baby. It could put him at risk of a brain bleed and a brain injury, which in many cases results in cerebral palsy. Having to grow up with a brain injury and cerebral palsy myself, and everything I went through, I did not want to put that risk onto my own child. And honestly, with my poor muscle strength from my low tone, I don't know how well my body would have handled trying to deliver naturally. So there was already a lot of negative history with the doctor. The doctor came to see me a couple times. She would ask me questions like, would it not home alone and the baby began choking or stopped breathing, asking me about these horrible situations and how I would do it. I took parenting classes. I have learned a lot about child development and what to do in emergency situations. She also said, well, we want to make sure both you and the baby are safe at home. Then she got even more stranger because a different doctor came to visit me in my hospital room and we're checking Jesse out. He visited me on a Friday. He knew I was hoping to go home the next day on Saturday. He told me I may not be able to be released from the hospital until a home nurse is in place, and that can't happen over the weekend. So instead of me going home with Jesse on Saturday, the hospital almost kept me until Monday because they didn't think I was capable of caring for my own baby at home. I knew the whole time I was capable of caring for my baby. My disability may come me to do things a little bit differently, or I will find ways to adapt to caring for my baby as a mommy with cerebral palsy. And I already had experience and tips of how to take care of a baby because of my nieces and nephews. I knew I was capable of taking care of my own baby. The doctor and some of the hospital didn't believe that simply because I have a disability. In order for me to be released with Jesse and for us to go home, the next day I had to show different people how I dress my baby, how I train my baby, how I feed my baby, how I carry my baby. I had to prove and show them that I was capable of taking care of my baby in order to be able to go home with my baby. 6 months later, I have a beautiful, perfect, healthy, growing little boy. I think I'm doing a pretty good job, even though I'm disabled